Hey there guys, how's it going? Welcome to a Black Ops 2 gameplay commentary. The gameplay is going to be me playing on Mirage. This was when the new DLC came out. I think I'm using the Peacekeeper in this one. But anyway, the gameplay, not too important. I just wanted some gameplay for a commentary for some things I wanted to talk about. Now, what I wanted to talk about was the PlayStation 4, and not only really the PlayStation 4 and what it's brought. I'm going to talk a little bit about that if I get time in the video. But what I really wanted to discuss was what it made me think about the release of this PS4, and what it made me think about was the PS3 and how the PS3 kind of changed things for me, and how the PS3 actually changed my whole life. I started getting a little bit nostalgic, even though the PS3 is still relatively new. It made me think back to the early days of PS3 and the PS3's lifetime. You know, it's soon going to be over. I'm not sure the exact release date of the PS4. It's probably later this year. But it just made me think about the PS3 and how it changed things for me and how important it was to me and my life. It made a massive effect on my life. If it wasn't for the PS3, I would not be here right now commentating for you guys. It just completely changed gaming for me more than any other console had ever before. Now, before PS3 came out, I was actually a much more casual gamer than I am now. I still am kind of casual. I play more recreationally. But the amount of time and the amount of interest I had in games vastly changed when the PS3 came out. Now, PS2 had some great games, but for the most part, up to PS2, I was the kind of guy who I just liked playing football games, sports games, and I'd play the odd FPS or action game, something like that. Maybe a bit of Medal of Honor or Metal Gear, something like that. But I wasn't really that into games. I'd probably play a few hours a week, maybe a bit more sometimes if I had spare time or was just chilling out with mates playing Pro Evo. So PS3 just completely changed all of that. The PlayStation 3 was the console which was finally, I suppose, more for grown-ups. It was more sophisticated than the previous consoles. It kind of brought in an era where gaming consoles were for an adult crowd, not just for teenagers and kids. And before that, it'd kind of always been the case. I mean, the PlayStation 2 was pretty cool, and that was a little bit more grown up. Now, for those of you wondering, I actually played PlayStation 3 all the way up until Modern Warfare 3. Up until then, everything I played was PlayStation 3. I was a PS3 gamer, and the only reason I played Modern Warfare 3 on Xbox was because I got an early copy on the Xbox, and I wanted to play the game early. And from then on, because the DLC came out earlier on Xbox, and because there wasn't many games that I actually liked that were exclusive that came out on PS3 after that, I pretty much became mainly Xbox gamer for console. But it's only because of Call of Duty. I am a PlayStation gamer at heart. I absolutely love the PlayStation franchises. I think they've got some amazing franchises, and there are some games that PlayStation have that means I'll absolutely always keep buying PlayStation if these developers keep making games for them, namely Quantic Dream, who made Heavy Rain, and also Naughty Dog, who make Uncharted. Even Guerrilla Games, who make Killzone. Now, Killzone is, I suppose, a little bit of a controversial game. It's not really that popular when it comes to the FPS gaming scene, but I absolutely loved Killzone. Killzone 2, I think it was. I was actually in the top 500 of the Killzone 2 leaderboard for the first 2 months that the game come out. That's how much I loved Killzone 2. But anyway, PS3 changed my life, and the reason it changed my life is because it was the time where I got blown away, first of all, by the HD graphics. I actually didn't have a HD TV when I first bought a PS3. I don't think I bought one on release day, but I bought one quite close to release, because I remember what I got with my PS3 was Resistance Fall of Man and one other game, and I can't remember the other game. Oh, it was MotorStorm, Resistance Fall of Man and MotorStorm, and I just bought those two thinking, okay, well, this will kind of do me until the games that I really am interested in come out. And the games I was interested in was Pro Evo, which was kind of funny because the Pro Evo franchise just went downhill in this generation. But those are the games I was looking forward to. But you know what? I started playing Resistance, and I was playing a bit of Resistance. I thought, yeah, this is okay, this is cool. And I had a friend round, and we thought, you know what, should we go online? Should we try this online? We got online, and we had an absolute blast. And I thought, oh my God, online gaming on a console. I hadn't really experienced online gaming before, other than on my PC. On PC gaming, I'd played a little bit of Quake, a little bit of Counter-Strike, but only a little bit. I'd never really got into it. I found PC gaming a little bit more difficult, but this was so much fun. Resistance online was so much fun. Now, the Xbox gamers were playing Halo at this point, not sure which number, but one of the Halos. But I had just got into this, and I just thought it was crazy fun. And I ended up playing over 1,000 games online of Resistance, the original Resistance. I loved that game. I loved the artwork, I loved the theme, the music, the graphics, the online gameplay. I absolutely loved it. Got pretty good at it. Met some really good friends on there who I don't actually talk to anymore. I should really try and contact some of those old school people. But that was what made me start to fall in love with console gaming, you know, as an adult, was just the online aspect. I absolutely loved online gaming, and for me still now, my main draw to gaming is online gaming. For the most part, I'm not a massive fan of single player stuff. I will play it if it is an incredible story that really catches me, but there's some games that look amazing. I try and play through single player, and you know what? I'm just not that interested. I don't know if it's my attention span. I don't know if it's just not for me, but I just don't enjoy them that much. Very few games manage to keep my attention, and that's why I know any single player games that actually I managed to complete or that really get me hooked, I know must be really incredible. For example, The Walking Dead, Heavy Rain, things like that. So I just started really getting into gaming then, and then it was, I can't remember how far into the PlayStation 3 life cycle, but it was around, it must have been around when Call of Duty 4 came out, I'm not 100% sure, that I started watching YouTube videos. I mean, it must have been a little bit before that, actually. I think it was, it was around 2007. And I saw some Call of Duty 4 videos, and I thought it'd be cool to record that. I didn't even have a HD TV at the time. At the time, I had an SD TV, one of those cathode ray old school TVs. And the time when I thought, you know what, I can't get away with this anymore, I need a HD TV, is when I went to play a game called Warhawk, which is actually loads of fun. And I couldn't actually read the instructions online because they were so small that I couldn't read them on my standard definition TV. And there was no settings I could change to read them. And I thought, you know what, let's just get a HD TV. I ended up buying one on direct debit. I think it was £30-40 a month. But as soon as I got that HD TV, I mean, I had seen HD gaming before, but to have it in your own house and just the beautiful graphics, I was just blown away. It was just the novelty of HD gaming. High definition gaming just stuck with me for quite a while. I mean, it's only the last year or two that I've kind of even got used to the idea of just these graphics looking so good. So the novelty of how good everything looked. The PlayStation 3 was quite a bit of a grown-ups console, some very grown-up games on there, and I just absolutely loved it. And I decided to buy a HD PVR. Well, first of all, I actually went and bought a Dazzle, which shows you how long ago this was. But I decided I bought one, and it didn't actually work with my computer because I had the wrong drivers or system or something. So I just kind of sold that, and then I took the plunge and bought a HD PVR. And I remember the first ever game I recorded on HD PVR was Skate, the original Skate game. So I don't know how long ago that came out, but you can date that to when I first got the PVR. I think it was January 2008. I'm taking a stab in the dark there. But I remember I just recorded a little bit of that Skate game, and I was like, oh man, this is so cool. When I got that HD PVR, I wasn't thinking, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to record Call of Duty gameplays. I'm going to make a YouTube channel and all this. All I thought was, wow, I can record gameplay. That is pretty cool. And look how nice it looks. Look how sharp the graphics are. It looks amazing. And that's what sparked my interest and got me into YouTube, really. Not the idea of commentaries or a YouTube channel. Obviously, this was years and years before anyone could earn any kind of money off of their gaming stuff. So, and then eventually I went on to do Call of Duty 4 commentaries on different kinds of games, and the rest is kind of history. But I absolutely loved the PS3. When I look back at it, so many incredible games. The Uncharted series, the Heavy Rain series. I loved the Killzone games. Unfortunately, the online aspect couldn't really keep me too interested for too long. Of course, I played all of my Call of Duties before Modern Warfare 3. So Call of Duty 4, World at War, and Modern Warfare 2, and what was the next one? Black Ops. Those four I played on PS3, and a lot of you are old school old school viewers of mine will know all my old gameplays were on PS3. So I mean, I've got a lot of love for PlayStation. I absolutely can't wait to try out the new games, to buy the new system. It does look quite expensive. I might not buy it at the start if there's not a game that I absolutely want with the release, but if there is, I will definitely have to go out and buy it. But What do you guys think of the PlayStation 3? How's it done for you? It's had its bad times, but I think it was a great console, and it was a console that went from, gaming is a kind of kids thing to more adult thing, and it changed my life. It means the reason that I'm here now talking to you. So thanks for watching that, guys. I will do another video talking about the PS4 and the games and what I think of it, and don't forget to check out some more of my videos that are on screen now, and I'll see you guys soon.